Hello everyone and welcome back to another Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Duel of Destiny. This game has been taking a long time to beat, man. I'll tell you that much. But here's what we're going to do. I believe this series might get me to 100 episodes of it. But anyway, let us continue. October 25th, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Ugh, my butterflies have butterflies in their stomach. So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time? My heart hasn't raced this fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high. Relax, everyone. Relax, everyone's nervous that first time. So my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor is so terribly brutal and willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. There's the end justify the means concept again. Now that it has come to this, we have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end justifies the means. I wish he stopped saying that. That's your method, Professor? I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way. But Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me. As a lawyer, what is that you treasure beyond all else? Heh, that's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen, then won't it? My, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you will have to learn of your own inefficacy, whatever, the hard way. Efficacy? There we go. Gear! Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. I do too, but... Now, if you would excuse me... Is he the one prosecuting? No. Who they get is Blackwell prosecuting. Thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before. Don't let it get to you, Athena. And don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine, and I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. The trial's about to begin. I'll show you to the courtroom, if you please. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. Okay, Mr. Wright, leave it to me. That's right, I have Apollo to back me up. Junie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free. That's the spirit! Objection! Alright, day one, baby. October 25th, 10 o'clock. AM District Court, courtroom number 4. All rise! Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. Athena Sykes, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay? I'll be fine. Your baldness. I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement? This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate it any further. Now summon the witness. Is there something the matter? Please do share your baldness. Whatever gave you that idea? Bailiff, please call for our first witness. And now we don't even get an opening statement? Oh my gosh, this guy. Detective Fulbright? He and Prosecutor Blackwell become quite the team. Alright, the case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking. Alright, Detective Fulbright, would you please explain the case to the court? Professor Cortez's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this owl I have here. The victim's blood and the defendant's prints were both discovered on it. Eek! Wow, that bird can deliver evidence too. Blackwell's trained him well. Maybe Blackwell should train it not to mess up people's hair while he's at it. Moving right along, the body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood in the third floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room. So then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage? Precisely, and there's one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. Yeah, I captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner!" What's this? You have such a recording? Ooh, it's about to get real. Must be from the tape recorder Myriam mentioned. But why is this the first we've heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder? Shh! Silence, please. I would like to play the tape for you now. You're a goner! It is quite hard to hear. But the voice does sound female. It's Myriam, I'm guessing. The noise and low volume voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible. Then you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant? Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved? Oh, I know. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around. Sorry, but no. The campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body. So the prosecutor heard about Hugh seeing the body? Wait one moment. If all of the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body. Ha ha ha! Have no fear, for there's always an exception. An exception? The three mock trial participants were standing by an individual dressing room. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial. What? Then that would mean... What would that mean? Those three students were the only ones who could have moved the body. In justice we trust. I don't like where this is headed, Athena. Me neither. And by those three, I mean... Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods. I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say. In justice we trust. I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female. And out of the three people who could have moved the body, just one is a girl. That leaves the defendant Juniper Woods as the only possibility. No! Well, shucks! Impressive he has you on the ropes even before any cross-examinations. You could at least pretend to be upset for me. A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. Ha ha ha! I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice. In justice we trust. Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are. I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright. Now, bailiff, please bring our next witness to the stand. So, our first witness is a cardboard box. Stealth mode deactivated. Oh my, the box has hands. Smile, Your Honor. What the dickens? I've just had my picture taken. Myriam Scuttlebutt, senior at Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. Juniper's been a bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crime. Oh, might I ask whether you could come out of that box? How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter. but testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular. A former ninja I met in the clink said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them. Oh my, I never thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time. A former ninja in prison? Holy Shinto! How can the judge believe this load of crap? Holy Shinto! Now your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face. Similarity to the case in the script. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Corte and Juniper knew the script's contents. But Professor Corte's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. Juniper has to be the killer. She has a motive, and the murder is just like her script. The murder is just like her script? Could such a thing be true? Compare her script with the murder case and crime scene photos, then you'll see. This is so simple. Even an 8 posing as a decrepit old judge could understand. Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script. Ergo, the defendant is the killer. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime supposedly occurred, this witness's script, along with an envelope on which "used" was written, were found. This proves that the accused script had been rejected the day before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script, and an argument ensued, and then the fatal stabbing. That makes perfect sense. What now? Prosecutor Blackwell has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now. He's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all. A bum rap and a phony evidence, grudges and betrayals. I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness. No problem. I mean, yes, I'm ready, I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this. Oh. Let's press. Oh, shoot. Right. Hold it! Hold it! There must be a place where the script in this case diverge. Don't sweat the details. That kind of stress will give you wrinkles. Objection! I'm not worried. My skin is fair as silk. Objection! Uh-oh. He's like, no, it's not fair as silk. Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate. Yeah. Objection! No, I'm not. Ha! Well, what did you just say? Blackwell really turned that one around on you. Whose side are you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback. Whoa, easy there, Athena. Objection! Now you listen to me. The two cases do indeed have their differences. For one, the stage hadn't yet been erected in the mock trial script. In the actual case, there were signs indicating the victim's wrists had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility. Looks like I won't be passing this off as a coincidence. What a total burn. Try again, why don't ya, pawn of woods?